When we think of Pinterest, we usually think of dream kitchens, amazing summer recipes, or maybe those DIY projects we swear we're going to start someday. For most of us, it's basically a digital scrapbook. But what if that same platform was also a powerful and honestly a really overlooked money-making machine? Well, today we're going to break down exactly how you can turn your pins into profit. So that's the big question, right? Is Pinterest just a place for inspiration, or can it be a real legitimate income stream? The answer is a huge yes, and this is a big but, only if you have the right strategy. And in this explainer, that's exactly what we're going to give you. And that's where most people kind of get it wrong. While millions of people are busy pinning their dream vacations, there's this savvy group of creators who are quietly turning all that inspiration into actual income. They get that behind all the pretty pictures is a seriously powerful search engine that's just waiting to connect buyers with products. To help you get there, we've broken it all down into 5 key parts. We'll start with building your foundation, then we'll move into finding your niche, creating content that people actually click on, monetizing your pins, and finally, setting you up for long-term growth. Okay, first things first, you simply can't build a business on a personal profile. We need to go pro. This is, without a doubt, the non-negotiable first step to unlocking any of the platform's amazing money-making tools. So what exactly is a Pinterest business account? Well, think of it like this. It's a completely free upgrade that gives you a whole suite of professional tools. It's like getting a backstage pass to all the features that are really designed for creators and marketers. And why is this such a big deal? Well, a business account gives you immediate, tangible benefits. You get access to all the analytics to see what's actually working, you get the ability to run ads to speed things up, and maybe most importantly, it's the only way you can properly and legally use things like affiliate links. It basically signals to both Pinterest and to brands that you mean business. Okay, once your account is all set up, you have to decide what you're going to be all about. See, trying to appeal to everyone on Pinterest is just a recipe for getting lost in the noise. Your niche is your superpower. It's how you tell the platform's algorithm, hey, my content is for these specific people, so it can do the heavy lifting of finding them for you. And if you're kind of wondering where to even start, here are some of the most consistently profitable niches on the platform. You've got things like health and fitness, home decor, personal finance, even DIY projects. The key is to just pick one area and really focus on becoming the go-to source for that topic. All right, your foundation is set and you've chosen your niche. Now for the really fun part, creating the content itself. On a visual platform like Pinterest, the design of your pins, it's everything. Before you do anything else, you have to commit this to memory. The magic ratio is 2:3. Just think of the standard portrait orientation on your phone. See, vertical pins take up way more screen real estate when people are scrolling, which makes them so much more likely to get noticed and, get that click. And here's the basic formula for a great pin. You want to use bright, eye-catching visuals. Add a clear text overlay that grabs attention. Make sure you include keywords in your title for the search engine. And always, always feature a strong call to action, like click to learn more or shop the look. So, you've got this great, clickable content flowing. Now it's time to actually plug it into the monetization machine. Let's look at the different ways you can actually start earning money. When it comes down to it, there are really 3 main paths. The biggest one usually is affiliate marketing, where you earn a commission just for promoting other people's stuff. Then you've got sponsored content, where brands will pay you directly. And finally, you can sell your own digital products, like ebooks or design templates. So what's the real difference between the 2 most common methods? Honestly, it really just comes down to accessibility. With affiliate marketing, you can pretty much start right away. Sponsored content, on the other hand, well, that usually requires you to have an established audience before brands are going to be willing to partner up with you. Here's the thing. Making money on Pinterest isn't something you just set up once and forget about. It's an ongoing strategy. This last part is all about what it takes to not just start earning, but to build a reliable and growing source of income over time. And if there is one number to remember from this entire explainer, it is this one. The sweet spot for really serious growth is 5 to 10 new high-quality pins every single day. I know, that probably sounds like a lot, right? But it's all about building trust with the algorithm. Consistent, fresh content tells Pinterest that you're a serious creator, which makes the platform way more likely to show your stuff to a much wider audience. You're putting in all this work, so you've got to know it's actually paying off. This is why that business account is so vital. You need to be regularly checking your analytics to see which pin designs are getting the most clicks, what topics your audience is really responding to, and of course, which pins are actually converting into sales or signups. And this quote, it just sums it all up so perfectly. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. Real success on Pinterest is the result of a very deliberate, consistent effort. It's all about combining that smart niche choice with great content and just a persistent pinning schedule. So look, the platform is there, the tools are completely free, and now the strategy is clear. Pinterest is this massive digital canvas, just full of potential, waiting for you to tap into it. The only question left is, what will you create?